Aloha, everyone. My name is Caroline Wilhelm. I am the founder of the brand Moms Have This to Say. It's a brand for moms, about moms, by a mom, me. So today we have a special guest again, and her name is Lisa, and I'll have her introduce herself and what she does.
Hi, thanks for having me, Carol. My name is Lisa McGraw, and I am an estate planning attorney. So I am a mom as well. That's how we met. Well, we're neighbors, but we're neighbors, but at the same time,
We're
we both
friends.
have kids.
And we have kids.
So I started Zarda Law, and focusing, like I said, on estate planning and an emphasis on guardianship for kids because those are the most important asset we have.
That's right, our kids. So Lisa has been here before. If you go back to my former podcasts, videos, you'll see her talking about estate planning, how to take care of kids when something happens to you, how you take care of them, how you get them prepared for the future, with or without you. Anyway, you've got to go back to those videos and check them out. She's Miss Smarty Pants right here. I was just telling her because in my culture, it's about school. It's about what education you have. You could be a multi-billionaire, but they were like, where do you go to university? What is your level of education? So, master's, PhD, all that stuff. Obviously, she would be one of those kids. Everyone is like, oh my gosh, my kid is a lawyer. Anyway, that's our African tradition. Whatever. Most cultures do that too. I think there's cultures that care so much about education, and
India, maybe?
India, I think.
Probably like
Asian countries.
cultures. Yeah.
Africa is the same. And I think also for us, we're a third world country, so most countries are third world countries in Africa. And I think they emphasize on education to give you a chance to come out of whatever situation you're in and give you some sort of future, Americans don't have to worry about that because you're a first world country and you can get any job and make millions doing whatever you want. Lucky you. And I'm glad to get to live here. But anyway, it's the holidays. Happy holidays. I told my friend Lisa here, I said, Lisa, please come and chat about holiday traditions. Like what was your holiday? What was Christmas like for you? What were holidays like for you? And she was like, what about you? What was Christmas like for you?
Because we all know what the U.S. traditions are, but I was like, wait, I want to hear about yours.
I know. So I was like, okay, let's talk about that. And I'll just start with when we were growing up, Christmas was a big deal. It really was. But it never looked like this when I was growing up. Now everything is modernized and people are all about the trees and putting the, presents under the tree.
What about Christmas lights and decorations?
And Christmas decorations is a lot. Like, because it's just a different level right now where Kenya is right now. I think it's also because of social media. I don't know how we just became so modernized.
Well, when I was in Africa.
There's a rural area. There's a rural side.
But everyone had a cell phone, and they were always on their cell phone.
Isn't that crazy? And someone might not even have electricity in their house.
Yes.
But they have a cell phone. Because guess what?
They can go to someone else. They plug it in. Like a camp or something like that. It's so funny.
It's crazy. But I mean, priorities, man. They got to have that cell phone. So they know everything that's happening around the world. And they know how people do stuff, how they decorate, how they do all that stuff. And I'm not saying it wasn't like that. When I was growing up, we did decorate the house. My mom cared about that. We did put out cards that people give us for the year. Like it's put out. I mean, we did. We had a Christmas tree and all that stuff. But how we acquired the Christmas tree, well, we used to just walk around, and if you find a Christmas tree, you just chop it down. It might be somebody's tree. You just chop down a Christmas tree. In America, it might be quite illegal to do that. Right?
Well, yeah, you probably shouldn't go on somebody's property and just chop down a tree.
We used to do that.
Oh, well,
And
I'm sure some people still do. But, if you get caught, then you get trouble.
I know, you could go to jail.
But,
right?
yeah, I mean,
because of vandalism
and trespassing.
Yeah,
and you're
trespassing. Yeah, no, we didn't have that issue.
Hmm.
So we used to decorate, but then Christmas morning looked very different for us. we didn't get Christmas presents like, you know, boxes and all that stuff that we do here. And people do even in Kenya right now. But back in the day, it was more like you have a Christmas outfit. Like that was what my parents would buy you for Christmas.
Oh.
A nice dress or a nice, you know, clothes for the family. And so every one of us had new clothes. So Christmas morning, we wear our new clothes and we eat good food. There's always nyama choma. Nyama choma is like barbecue. There's always barbecue. And chapati. Chapati is like, it's like a tortilla. If you like a really nice, tasty tortilla. Love chapati. So chapati was one of those things, and stew and vegetables and nyama choma, which is barbecue meat. That was like a guarantee for a Christmas dinner or Christmas lunch, whichever one you decide as a family to do. So yeah, that was Christmas for me. That was our tradition: is you wear your new clothes, and you have the food that you have with family. Obviously family is so important. So if you have cousins or aunties who always want to hang out, will probably be either at our house or one of the aunties' houses. So that was our tradition growing up. What was your tradition growing up?
Well, you know,
You lived in a place with snows, so you
We
had a
did.
white Christmas.
yeah, when I
I've
was
never
a kid.
had one.
Oh,
I've never seen a white Christmas.
really?
I've never.
Oh my.
I know.
I mean, it's kind of weird to me now. I live in the tropics. I'm like, well, where is this snow? You know, like, but you know, as years go on, sometimes you don't have a ton of snow.
Yeah.
You know, and as climate change or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, my dad, we had land, so
Mhm.
up for him, we would sometimes just go and chop down a tree, but it was on our property.
Your own property. Your
But
own trees.
sometimes we would, when we moved into our new house, because we grow Christmas trees. My dad is actually a Christmas tree farmer.
Oh, wow.
So now we have nice Christmas trees. Before, when he was just starting with the little tiny seedlings, we would go and chop down a tree in the back, you know.
Oh my gosh.
But we
love
built a new house, and it
Mhm.
had these 15-foot ceilings. So this one year we just chopped the top off a tree. Anyways, it didn't fit in the house.
it. Oh no.
So and like the branches stuck out into the living room. You couldn't see the TV, so we trimmed it up, but like it fell over a couple
Oh
times.
no.
So we got smart and we like tied it to the ceilings. You know,
Smart kids, smarty pants.
yeah, rednecks too. I mean,
She said redneck.
whatever. We got the Christmas tree to stand up. You know, after one tree crashes over and the bulbs break.
Well, and you can
We
get a
learned.
new one somewhere in the same compound. Like you have that
Yeah.
opportunity.
You know what it's shocking to me too is how much Christmas trees cost now.
It's
I'm
so
like, I
expensive.
never paid money for a Christmas tree, and to spend $100 on a tree is like.
They're very expensive.
Yeah.
Yes.
But that's neither here nor there right now. So our Christmas tradition, so, you know, Christmas Eve we would spend with my dad's family.
Aw.
And so we would go, my grandma at that point lived in like a little apartment complex. So it was really fun. We would run up and down the halls, annoyed
Aw.
all the neighbors, right up and down the elevators and seen like that side of the family. And then Christmas Day we would go to my mom's side, and my grandma loved Christmas. So we had a kids tree
Mhm.
and we have an adult tree, and so the kids'
Wow.
presents would be under the kids' tree, and like we always would get together and
Mhm.
decorate the kids' tree with all my cousins.
That's so fun.
But then you don't touch grandma's tree.
I know you don't.
So that's what we did on, you know, Christmas. But we always had gifts, and you know, I grew up with all of that. My grandma loved to give
Yes.
gifts. The mail lady got a gift. I mean, she would put, you know, so everybody got gifts.
That's a sweet
Yeah.
grandma. I like her. you
We
know?
did holiday baking. That's where I get my holiday baking from.
Yes.
And
She bakes amazing stuff.
it was-
Gluten free and
sometimes-
lactose free.
sometimes it burned some
best.
today.
I enjoy your stuff. I love your stuff. You
Um,
cook such great stuff. Thank you for that. by
Thank
the
you.
way.
Yeah.
And then that's a cool tradition, like growing up. But what about now? Like, what are you starting to create some traditions with little Finn? Because Finn is 3 now.
Yeah,
So you've had 2 years, two Christmases with him.
yeah.
So you're starting to find like new traditions
You know,
with him.
Well, it was hard when he was so little. This year he understood, like, this is my Christmas tree. So I got his Christmas tree out. So I, you know, like I said, I carried that into my, and he knows he can, his decorations aren't breakable. And so his tree, he decorated all of it. And, you know, he's like, now Santa can come. And he was just so excited about that.
I love
Now that my tree's up, but he knows, he's like, we don't touch Mom's though. Because, you know, his dad comes home last night from traveling and he goes, my tree's downstairs. This is Mom's tree, but we don't touch
it. I love that.
Like, oh.
Teach them early.
I'm like, well, yeah, but I mean, I didn't mean to be strict. But
you should be.
Yeah.
You should be. I remember back in the day
like,
when
these are the decorations, like, up, don't touch these either. Like, we don't move them. I'm like, oh, thanks, Ben.
you don't have a, you know, a little what do you call it? Like a little fence for the main tree, and then the little kid's tree you don't care about. There's people who are serious about fencing off the real tree, because your little kid is gonna run after those little ornaments. They always look so shiny to them. They want those ornaments and they go pull them down. And all the gifts, first of all, when Naya was younger, they were never put out until the night before Christmas.
Yeah, I was wondering. I'm like, this year, I'm like, would he leave those alone?
He will not. He's only 3. You know what I do? Like, so when I put up my tree, I put like 3 or 4 boxes that are empty. You know, just really pretty already, you know, just for decoration. Yeah. You can do that, like put those out.
Well, that's a good idea,
and then the day of, the night before, put out this, because it's so hard for a kid to not be tempted to open the gift. It's just so hard.
Yeah.
It's really hard. I mean.
And then everything needs to be set up now. And I'm like, so, you know, the night before you actually have to set everything up, but like wrap it in boxes, you know,
I know.
Like with it already, like the batteries included or it fully charged.
I know.
Because they take it out. Why doesn't it work? And it's like, oh, I didn't charge that. Learn that lesson.
No. And number 2, for parents, the night before Christmas is actually not a fun time for them, because as soon as you put your kid to sleep is now, let's put everything together so that Christmas morning they wake up and they find, for those parents who have like trains that go around the tree, you know, for the kid, I'm like, poor guy, you have to work extra hard to make that work. If you have to assemble whatever gadgets you bought them, that's done the night before. That's a lot of work. I think moms, you get it. If you have a little kid, anyone who's probably 5 and under, this is what you're doing. You're doing this.
Yeah, the moms are doing the work. Mine doesn't do that building.
Oh no, the moms do. Most moms do all the work.
Yeah.
The dad is probably having a glass of something and just
and then
like.
they can't figure out how to get it together. I mean, that was 1 year. That was 1 year. We had a whole group of people
trying to build whatever it is.
Yeah.
Moms, you get it. You get it. So at least that's a cute thing that you started getting him his own tree. That's a good tradition to have.
Yeah.
And Christmas morning, what does that look like? What do you want it to look like?
With us not having family around here, we just kind of, you know, Finley gets to open gifts. We have, I started making like just a little like monkey bread or something, some like desserty thing, you know, in the morning.
Yeah.
And then kind of just hang out until like lunch or dinner. I can't even remember what we did last year.
It's okay.
When we ate.
It goes fast.
I know. He
goes
played
fast.
with his toys for a long time.
That's the beauty. And you know, it's funny. I love it when they at least have one gift that they really, really like, because they'll play with it most of the day.
Yep.
And then you don't have to worry about entertaining them too much that day, because you probably slept at 2 in the morning or 3 in the morning putting this stuff together. At least I used to do that.
Yep.
And then after they open the gifts in the morning and you guys have your little breakfast or whatever. For me, actually, I don't even like breakfast. I like brunch. So if you're really hungry, you can have whatever you want. But we're going to have brunch like around 11, 12. That's my favorite thing to do. And then dinner is going to be late, like at 7 or 8.
Yeah.
And simple. And the same with us. We don't have family here. So Christmas is just us.
Yep.
Me, my husband, and my child. And it is what it is. So Christmas morning, we usually start off with opening the gifts, because she can't wait. Once she comes down, she's just like, ah.
She just tear them all apart?
She'll tear them. Like, no, she doesn't tear them up. She will start one at a time, and sometimes she'll stick to one. And once she does that, we're like, let her just stick to that gift. And if she doesn't finish all the boxes by the end of the day because she's so into whatever we've gotten her, sometimes we move it to not the next day. We're gonna use it for the next time you need presents, because we don't want her to feel like you're always like you have enough.
Yeah.
If you've been opening presents and you've reached a point and there's still extra presents not opened, and we've been at this the whole day and you didn't finish opening your gifts, it means you don't need those gifts. So we can move them to the next Christmas, or we can move them to the next thing, your birthday or something like that. I know
Good
it sounds
idea.
harsh, but
Yeah, but
Yeah.
like, I know what you mean, because last year, like, Finley was fine when he opened one gift or he saw one gift. This is the best thing,
I know.
like, and so he was on that. And I'm like, no, open this, and he didn't care about that.
I know.
And so this year, I'm like, no, we actually don't need.
You don't need that many.
When did this culture become like you need all of these gifts under the tree?
You don't.
Yeah.
You buy the fake. I mean,
But that's a
sorry
great
to say,
idea.
but I have 4 boxes I always put under the tree as soon as I put the tree up, and they're usually not real presents. They're just very cute, and I put them under the tree. You don't need presents.
Yeah.
That many. You just need 2 or 3 things that they really like. You
Yeah.
know, don't waste your money on things that they're gonna play with for 2 seconds and throw it away. I mean, I'm not telling you what to do, but you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if they're opening gifts and you're still not done with gifts past a particular time, there's still loads of gifts under the tree that your kid hasn't opened, it means they don't need those gifts.
That's when Chris goes, "What did you buy?
What did you get? What you get for your kid?" So with those, you can take them away. I'm not saying don't give your kid these gifts. Give them at some point. You know, maybe after a month you give one. Maybe at their birthday, whatever. Like, or move it to the next Christmas.
Yeah.
That's what I believe. And the other tradition is I have to have Christmas brunch, and I like Christmas brunch. There's a particular menu.
Do you make it?
I make it.
Okay.
So one time I really cook well. It's not like really, hard to make stuff. I'm not an amazing chef, but there's some things I love for Christmas brunch. And then after that, we chill. We watch Christmas movies. We hang out, and then until dinner. We're all in pajamas mostly the whole day. I don't know about you, Christmas pajamas. That's a must in the morning. Christmas pajamas.
Well, I can't get Finley to wear pajamas, so the first year, yeah, he was sitting in front of
Yeah.
the Christmas tree in his pajamas, but now he's like, I don't need pajamas, I just like clothes.
I know. Is red still his thing?
Oh yes.
Oh, right on.
Well, sometimes we can shake it up a little bit, and he'll wear blue
Oh,
and yellow,
okay.
depending. But red is his thing.
So Lil Finn loves the color red. Love that kid. Love that kid. Anyway, so one other thing. What are some of the challenges you face during Christmas season?
Feeling like you're doing enough, you
Yeah.
know, like did I forget somebody buying a gift? Did I not send them a Christmas card? And just not slowing down, I
Yeah.
think, and enjoying it
The
rather
season.
than
Yeah.
just trying to go. This has to get done. This person needs this. You know, like trying
Yeah.
to do everything.
Yeah.
Where all of a sudden it's Christmas Eve and you didn't enjoy anything leading up to it.
I know. I
Yeah.
think one of the things also is so many things, so many parties, okay, on the mainland especially. There's always someone who's inviting you for something, and you feel bad saying no, or where you were raised. There's just so many people you know.
Mhm.
So there's always a get together, a gathering, of this, and I'm like, yeah, it's too much.
Yeah.
But here, luckily, it's not like that. Here, we don't know that many people anyways, so we can pace ourselves. But I feel like with kids growing up, there's recitals. there's
No.
there's just so much. I'm starting to feel like it's becoming a little bit like the mainland. There's like a lot to do, to be done.
Yeah.
A lot of responsibilities, and I'm not saying it's not good to have things to do and parties and all this stuff. Are there some you could say no to? Are
Yeah.
there some things you could say no to? Now, if it's fun for your child, like you're going to do something and your child is having a blast, hey, do it, because they're getting entertained and you don't have to do it. You don't have to entertain them yourself.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's where it's for grown-ups and you have to figure out what to do with your kid and your kid's not going to have fun, and it's just like, okay, not that much fun. So those are some of the challenges. And for me, my family is not here. I have, honestly, from when I was 21 years old, I have never spent Christmas with my mom. That's sad, yeah? From when I was 21. Because when I go to my country, when I go to visit, I go in the summertime. Because that's the time I have, for whatever reason, and I can get more time. So I never get to enjoy Christmas with them. Luckily, my sister is in America, so I do get to see her. And I'm not going to see her this year, but I do get to see her quite a bit. And I try very hard to make sure she's there for Christmas. But for the most part, I have never spent Christmas with my mom or my siblings. And I think that's kind of sad. So that's how the challenge
That's your
is.
challenge.
I feel like it's like I've never had, like here on Maui, I don't have family.
Yeah, no.
No
well,
family.
your friends really do become,
Your friends become family.
But at the same time, it's not the same
the
because you're not like
same.
gonna go over to each other's houses and like open presents
No.
or just share that. Like everyone's doing their own thing. So some people would meet at the beach later, have like a beach thing
Yeah, as friends.
as friends,
Yeah.
and that gives you something to do during the day. But sometimes it's really like, just say lonely, but I mean it's when you're
There's
used,
no family.
yeah. So it's like there's that, like you said, but you guys sit in your pajamas, you have brunch, you do
We tried.
like shows, and
Yeah. On the mainland, I will say, we used to go to my in-laws, my husband's family. So we'd have our Christmas morning and open our own gifts. And then in the evening, in the afternoon, it's usually like Christmas early dinner. It'll be opening gifts with his whole family, his siblings, everybody, their husbands, wives, no, husbands, and their children. So I felt like it was lots of family.
Yeah.
But here, I think we decided we just wanted to be just us for Christmas. And maybe in the afternoon, if my child is riding a bike somewhere and my neighbor Finley is riding a bike, oh, they'll party it up.
Yes, yes, and then we might not get them in
And then-
until really
and then
late.
they'll jump on the trampoline, and then it's just until late in the evening.
Yeah.
I really enjoy living next to Lisa and her family, just because our kids are both rambunctious, and it's in a good way. They're just fun. They like to have fun. They like to run around and all that stuff. So once somebody starts riding a scooter, the other one comes out, they're riding the scooter, then they're riding bikes, and then they're jumping on the trampoline, and then. It's just, I just love living next to you. You're the best. Don't move.
I know.
Don't move.
I know.
And if you do, we're going to miss you, and we're going to figure out a way in which you can
Yeah.
make it happen. Anyway, so I love Christmas season. Do you love Christmas season?
I do.
It's my favorite.
Yeah.
And another tradition I'd like to talk about is I love going to see Christmas lights.
Is there any good ones around?
Oh, Maui Lani.
Oh.
Maui Lani okay, so because on the mainland there was so many, there's Candy Cane Lane, there's so many places to watch lights.
Yeah.
Here, when I first moved, I was like, where do people go to watch lights? And one of my neighbors was like, hey, Maui Lani. I said, Maui Lani. They go all out. And for real, they go all out.
Really?
Yes. There's even places where they have synchronized lights and music
Yeah.
in the same community. I'm like, I love this community. I like these people.
Really?
They
I need
care
to go.
about Christmas. Yeah.
Huh.
We have to go before Christmas
Yeah.
Day. I'll probably will ride one of the cars.
Yeah.
Your cool car.
Your cool car.
My car is not as cool as yours. But anyway, and take the kids and check out the lights. I think it'll be nice.
Yeah.
Maui Lani, guys. If you live in Maui, check out Maui Lani.
Yep.
They go all out. They're the best. Anyway, thank you for talking to my people.
Well, thanks for having me.
And Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. And I hope if you're having a hard Christmas, I just hope you can find people to love on you. And Christmas
Enjoy
season
it.
can be hard for some people.
Yeah.
It's just a sad time. And for you, I'm just going to pray that you find people to embrace you. Find some joy. If you have a place you can ride and go check out lights, go check out lights. It'll make you happy. There's a place for Christmas Eve services. Go check out a Christmas Eve service. They're usually fun. Yeah.
Oh,
And
I
you're
might
not
be
alone.
coming to yours. We'll see.
Yeah.
I always say it every year. I'm like, this year I'm gonna make it a
I'm
priority.
gonna make you go with me. We're going for Christmas Eve service.
We're gonna watch Alana dance. You
Yeah,
sing.
we have to. We're gonna go together.
Yeah.
And the kids, if they go crazy, we can just take them outside and they can go crazy out there.
We'll give them to Uncle Tim.
Oh, yeah.
Uncle Tim will be there in his aloha attire.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, he always dresses up first. So.
I know, but would you be willing to do 2 kids?
Yeah.
Sorry, Uncle Team. We are gonna be watching some kids. And
Well,
Merry
Bethany will be there.
Christmas.
We'll be good. It's good.
Is Bethany also has kids?
No, that's his soon-to-be daughter-in-law.
Oh, do you
I'm
like kids, Bethany? You're gonna be watching too. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Anyway, Merry Christmas. Happy New Year.
Merry
Thank you.
Christmas.
Thank you so much, Lisa.
You're
for
welcome.
coming
Thanks
on.
for having me.
Mahalo. Bye.
Bye.